No need to feel shy, guys. No need to worry about others or how they will feel it. Okay, so what is this? Okay, how others are feel. So no need to think about it. Simply think about yourself only. So you don't understand, that is you don't understand. Do not think about others. Others understand or not, they will ask. Okay, so every person is individual first of all. Next one is you can discuss what is your doubts and all, and never think you don't understand also. Okay, it's a children's class. Yeah, so here it is. Remember few things, guys. In our windows, and you are maybe new to the windows also, some people. Okay, but still see here it is. Always I am try to compare with the both windows and linux, so you can understand easily. See it is, this is a C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive. Okay, F drive, G drive, H drive is there. I want to access H drive, so I can able to open the H drive. I can see what is there. If I want a G drive, I can open the G drive and I can see what is the data in the G drive. I can look at like that. Okay, F drive data, E drive data, D drive data, C drive data. So easily I can go for a particular drive, and each drive having a drive letter. Each drive having a drive letter, and each drive means it is belongs to a hard disk, right? It is a single hard disk, and we partition separately. So look at this one. This is like a hard disk. Okay, this hard disk I partition like this. So then I can put a data in it. Okay, like a C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, like that, G drive. So we create a partition and we assign a drive letters. So then easily we can able to access in the Windows operating system. In the Windows operating system. Yeah, there is a fans of Linux is there. There's a true fans and false fans also there. Okay. So true fans means people who do Linux and manage the Linux kind of stuff, practice servers and all kind of stuff. They'll enjoy the Linux. Really true fans. False Linux people. False Linux means morning people here say no, the Windows is not at all secure. Anybody can able to hack the Windows. This kind of mentality. Even they don't know how to hack the Windows system. Okay, that is the only mindset is there. Windows is not at all secure. It is a backwards operating system. This is waste operating system. Linux is a God given operating system. That kind of people also there. Linux is a given operating system. Through Linux you can hack anyone, but Linux is not unhackable. This kind of mindset, false kind of stuff people are there. So okay, even though they don't know what is Linux and what is Windows, and people want to Linux demandedly, and they don't know how to work with it, so they will get completely confused in this one. Guys, everything is a technology. Learn the technology and use the technology and get benefit out of it, and our aim to get a job, secure a job, keep using it, so then you will be improve the knowledge on it. So that's a very simplest thing. I'm a very good fan of Linux, that to CentOS minimal. I'm my favorite one. Okay, this that is example I given in a Windows, but what if in a Linux? What in a Linux? In a Linux, the disk, whenever you insert a disk, the name of the disk usually like /dev slash SDA. What is a /dev? All hardware related files, because Linux, everything is a file. In a Linux, everything is a file. We don't know the some different kind of stuff. Everything we can able to see. That's why everything is a file only. So it is a hardware related files stores in a /dev folder. It is a folder. It is a folder which contains hardware related files, hard disk file, CD-ROM file, pen drive file, all like that. So everything, every CPU file, RAM file. So every hardware as a file stores in a slash dev. Understand? Every device in your system, hardware device, as a file stores in slash dev folder. Okay. Next, SDA. In this one, SDA meaning is D represent. D represent disk means hard disk. Okay. D represent disk. Don't say hard disk. A represent first one. If you have a B, okay, A B C, SDA, SDB, SDC, like that. B represent second physical hard disk. Second disk. Okay, like that. So what is this S? S represent SCSI. S represent SCSI. What is SCSI? It is a kind of disk, SCSI disk. Okay. H like a HDA, HDB, okay, like this, HDC. Okay. So H represent regular hard disk, like a SATA or PATA hard disk. If you don't understand what is this SCSI kind of stuff, not at all a problem, not at all a problem. Okay. So don't worry. But get the details. VDB, VDC. V means what is a V? Virtual, virtual disk. Okay. So this is the naming part. SDA, SDB, SDC. D represent disk commonly. A represent first, B represent C. Okay. Okay. SDB, SDA, SDB, SDC. H represent hard disk. Okay, SATA PATA, normal regular hard disk. My laptop have a regular hard disk. That is a HDA. Okay. So if you have a Linux machine, inside a Linux machine, you are creating a virtual machine. In that one, you are installing operating system. Then that hard disk is a VDA, VDB, like that it will come. So in generally, so either SDA or HDA, VDA, it depends upon type of hard disk you are using for a particular machine. One second, guys. One second. One second. Okay. Sorry. Is it recording right? So right. The first one is the name is different. Like not we don't get like C dev D dev kind of stuff. The name is like slash dev slash SDA one. Okay. So for you, I'll cut this one SDA one, SDA two, SDA three, SDA four. Okay. Yes, this is that's a mistake again. SDA four. See, each disk, no D drive, no C drive kind of stuff in Linux. Okay, it is so each disk is like this. So how to write slash dev slash SDA one, SDA two, like this. You have to write each disk. Okay, for example, you have a multiple disk. If you have a multiple disk, so two disk you have, and partition is also there. So this is second disk, right? Slash dev slash sdb. This is the second disk, and you have a partition. For example, you have a partition here. You have partitions here. Okay, so the first partition name is sda, sorry, sdb1, sdb2. Okay, sdb3, like that. So like sdb4, like you keep giving partitions. Okay, so these are the name of the partition. Anyway, so we'll learn the partition thing that time. This is very useful, but this time one more thing is there. So that is why I'm taking this particular part. Guys, here it is. Look at this. Already I told slash boot is a very important one. Okay, next one is slash boot slash etc. Okay, slash home. Okay, slash where. These are important directories in your system. Okay, mainly these four. We will so we can, remaining also we can do it, but four is okay. Four is also not required, but it is I've written, but I'm not doing for a var. Okay, I'm not doing anything for a var. Remember that one. Okay, next one is swap. What is swap? Swap is a what is swap? Swap is a virtual memory. Virtual memory. In Windows, we call it as a page memory. It means it's a virtual memory means it's a virtual RAM. Nothing but a virtual RAM, not a VRAM. Never say it is VRAM. It is a virtual RAM. So whether it is a physical machine or virtual machine, it is. So this is completely belongs to operating system, guys. Don't mix with the virtual machine, physical machine kind of stuff. Okay, so what is a virtual memory? So whenever your physical memory is having a lot of load on your physical memory, means on your RAM you have a lot of load. So virtual RAM will share the load. Understand? You have a 4 GB RAM, and there is a there is a process is going on. It is lot of load on your physical RAM. Okay, so what it will do, it will share with the virtual RAM. Up to now, just remember like that only. It will, what is a virtual RAM? It is a part of your hard disk only. Okay, so where it is part of your hard disk only. Okay, not a actual RAM. It's a part of hard disk. Okay, which shares the load of your physical physical RAM. Okay, share the load of physical RAM. Just remember like that only. That is enough. So this is the swap memory compulsory you should give. How much swap you have to give? Because we are in a Linux, how much swap you have to give? So RAM, physical RAM size into 2. So like this, minimum you have to give. Okay. So example, say example like a RAM size is, for example, if I give 2 GB, 2 GB RAM into 2. Okay. So how much it is? 4 GB, 4 GB virtual swap memory you have to give. Okay. If I use 1 GB, so 1 GB into 2, so compulsory 2 GB swap memory you should give. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. So here it is, guys. What? I understand no one is understanding anything. Is anybody understood or completely out of order? They're completely out of order. Very good. Bit again, sir. You struck here. So what you will do? Just relax for 2 to 5 minutes is enough. Relax. Not a break. Okay, it is not a break. I will give you a break when installation is started. Okay, take just relax for a 2 5 minutes is enough. Relax. I'm pausing the recording only. Just I'm not doing so. Can I start? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. Okay. So we'll go back once. Very simple. I'm not teaching any new things again. I don't want to repeat all these things. These things you will understand after some time. Okay, but simply understand hard disk. Generally, in Windows, we call a hard disk as a disk 0, disk 1 as a representation of single hard disk. And in that one, we have a C drive, D drive, E drive. But here it is like this. Name of the hard disk is like SDA, okay, like or a slash dev slash SDA. This is a single hard disk, which represent a hard disk. Okay, D means a disk, hard disk. Okay, A means first hard disk. SDA 1 means first partition. This is the first partition, second partition, third partition, fourth partition, fifth partition, sixth partition, like that. So, how many partitions you are made it, those many you will get it. Those many numbers you will get it. We don't have a C drive, D drive kind of stuff. Like your Windows, like our Windows, we have a C drive, D drive, and we can access directly. In a Linux, we cannot access the drive directly. By double click on it, you cannot access. You must mount to something like there is a folder, empty folder. You have to connect the empty folder to the drive. So if you put a data in the folder, and data will be go to here. So don't worry. That is also I will tell in a disk partitioning time only. Okay. So that's it. Naming. Just look at the name. So don't get confused with the names. First of all. Sir, what is the full form of SDA, sir, and SDB? SDA. Okay. S means SCSI. SCSI, Small Computer System Interface. That's SCSI. Maybe SCSI is a one type of hard disk. SCSI hard disk. This is specially used in a servers. SCSI hard disk are used in a servers. That is separate setup is there like this. This is a SCSI hard disk. Okay, costlier than our hard disk, faster than our normal hard disk. SCSI hard disk. H means hard disk means we use a hard disk like a SATA PATA hard disk. That is a our laptop system hard disk. That is a hard disk. Okay, regular hard disk. V means virtual hard disk. So that's a separate hard disk again. Virtual machine inside a virtual machine like that. That's a virtual hard disk. A means one, B means two, C means three. Like a first disk, second disk, C means third disk, D means fourth disk, like that. D represent disk. That's it. Okay. This is hard disk partitions. Simply understand. So next I will tell you how to connect it and all. Just there is a hard disk and disk partitions. That's it. Next, swap memory. What is a swap memory? Virtual memory. It is nothing but a part of hard disk. It means there is a partition or some space in the hard disk. It is works like a RAM, but Actually it won't work like a ram, a physical ram. It share the load of your physical ram. It is share the load of physical ram. So specific swap is very important. Minimum swap in the Linux is very important, because of whenever you install certain applications, it verify your swap memory. So compulsory you have to define swap memory. Okay, that's it. So first one, what I said, hard disk, and name of the hard disk here look like this one. Partition of the hard disk name is like this. Partitions names are like this. And already I think I've written somewhere like this. Here it is. This is the partition. This is the main hard disk, and this is the partition number one, partition number two in this hard disk only, not a separate one, not a something new or a Greek and Latin. Okay, very simple. This is the main hard disk. These are the partitions of that hard disk. Okay, names are like that. Next, another one is important one is swap memory is very important in a Linux machines. Usually, the swap we take, okay, usually we take a swap. Your RAM size, how much RAM you are assigned to the what, how much RAM is there for a machine, Linux machine. So into two, so that's much swap. Usually we assigned it. Okay, not more, not less, not more, not less. Okay, if you want more you can put it more, or you want to reduce it you can reduce it, also possible. Okay, next, in morning I told file system hierarchy slash represent all linux files, slash represent under slash all linux related files and folders are in a under slash only. It is a root directory of your Linux file system, root directory of Linux file system. Okay, next, in this one, boot is a first very important, because whenever you start a system, whenever you start your Linux system, boot files will be load. What happened? No, now it is loaded. Okay, it is still not writing. Oh, color. Okay, see, boot having a bootable files. So whenever you start your computer, so while it is booting, after post while it is booting, it load the bootable files. So where the bootable files are located, under slash boot only, under slash boot only. Okay, next, home directory. Home directory, what is a home directory? All users directories files are located under slash home only, under slash home only. Slash root is entire Linux PC, entire Linux one, entire Linux files are there, means dev, bean, sbean, usr, temp, var, like this are there. Next, where is another kind of stuff, usually like a application dynamic data access is there, usually in a var files only. Okay, etc configuration files are in a slash etc folder. Linux configuration are a setting files in a slash etc. Bootable files in a boot folder. Root users home directory is a root. Users home directory is slash home, like that it is a dev is a all hardware files. Bin has bins are a commands, like this. Okay, so this is the entire file system hierarchy. Entire file system hierarchy. So go through compulsory. Okay, uh, okay, so this is about your file system hierarchy. I closed it now, so sorry. Yeah, next, what I'm going to say here, it is why I've written this one and why I put these partitions here. Look at, guys, normally in our Windows system, go to the C drive. Already in morning I showed Windows folder, all Windows operating system files, main operating system files, stores in a Windows folder and their subfolders only. Boot MGR is a bootloader of a Microsoft Windows, stores in C drive directly. Applications are in a programs and program files. User profile data stores in a under user, like this only, right? So this is entirely available in C drive. Entire C drive contains, C drive is a partition. It contains your operating system in a separate folders. But we are using Linux, right? So Linux, anything we can able to manage, right? So what I'm doing is, first partition I'm giving for a boot. One partition I'm directly giving to the boot. One partition I create, I give into the boot. So for that one, I create a partition size is 1 GB or 2 GB, no problem. So depends upon, actually 200 GB, 200 MB is enough, more than enough. Okay, so I given a 1 GB for it. Slash means enter your disk, right? So I assign a slash here. Okay, I assign a slash in another partition. Look at this one, slash. For a slash I'm giving maybe a 20 GB. Okay, you can give 2 GB also, because Linux will take very less, but just for fun I'm taking more. Okay. Yeah, home is a number of users are there, so a lot of users are there. You need a more space for a home directory generally. How much I am taking? I will take only 20 GB for this one also. You take 1 GB also, no problem. Okay. Swap, I am using a 1 GB working RAM, so my RAM is 1 GB. Okay, so because my RAM size is 1 GB here, so into 2 is a 2 GB, so swap is 2 GB only. Var is optional, so I don't take anything for a var. Only 1 2 3 4 important. Later I can do it. Okay, so no problem. So what I'm doing is, for a slash home I'm assigning 20 GB. For swap also I'm assigning a 4 GB. Okay, like this. So guys, what we am doing, instead of putting all the things into single partition, as separate partitions, I am putting my file system. That's a morning I told file system directly. Okay, I think a lot of people confuse it file system, but here it is. See, slash boot store all bootable files, slash represent all files in the Linux, entire Linux files. Home directory, swap means virtual memory. Where you want it, or maybe you can go to slash etc. It depends upon you. You want to give for a slash etc slash where, like that also you can give it. It depends upon your project. It depends upon your work. Depends upon risk. Also, it is there. And what is the advantage of doing like this? What is the advantage of doing like this? By, instead of putting everything into one single partition, so I put into different partitions. What is the advantage? Think think like this, guys. If my boot files are damaged, if my boot files are damaged, I can't able to boot. I can't able to boot. Okay. If my then what happen, I may lost entire data, but here no problem, because data wise it is in a separate one, so I can format only this and load bootable files, so then it is quite easy to repair it. Okay, like a slash etc, something is problem is occur, but still my configuration is there in a separate directory. So some attack is happened, and it may corrupt this one, but it cannot corrupt everything. It is like that. Or maybe your Linux is down, both down, this is down, but you have a directory, so like this we can able to recover it also. Yeah, tell me. Someone is trying to ask question. Oh. Okay, guys. So this is the practical. While we do practical, so there is an option called partitioning the hard disk. There is an option called partitioning of a hard disk. That time, remember the options which we are planned. It does not mean always same. We can put a 10 GB for this one, 10 GB for this one, or maybe 5 GB for this one, or maybe 2 GB for this one. Yeah, maybe 500 MB for this one, or 2 GB for this one. Okay, so there is a dedicated values. Minimal values are there for maximum no values kind of stuff. Okay, so compulsory you must remember these things, and when you are doing practically, we should assign. Instead of explaining that time, I am explained now only. Okay, so in your file system hierarchy, each folder we can assign to a particular partition. Each folder we can assign to a particular partition. Okay, that is this part. Okay. Okay, this kind file system kind of stuff. So guys, um, remember this part.